Chris Jericho is hospitalised whilst on his UK tour. Plus, Johnny Gargano declines multiple WWE deals and is now a free agent. And new NXT champions have been crowned. It's all in the wrestling news right now. We send our best to Chris Jericho today, who has been hospitalised whilst on his tour of the UK. So he was set, along with Fozzy, to perform at Sin City, Swansea tonight. The venue announced on their social media the last-minute cancellation of the planned show from Fozzy and shared a message that was sent from the band, and it goes as follows. Chris was checked into hospital by doctors with a non-COVID related treatable health issue. Regrettably, the show on Friday in Swansea is cancelled and all tickets will be refunded. We'll have updates on Saturday's show in Nottingham and Sunday's show in London as soon as possible. So we don't know the full details of what's happened with Chris here.
No.
Other than it's not COVID related, which is...
I mean, that's good. That's
always
a bonus.
Always a relief.
Definitely.
Still shows to come this weekend in Nottingham and London. And if you have tickets for those, my advice would be just to keep an eye on the venue socials and keep an eye on Fozzy's social platforms as well. When we know more, you'll know more at cultaholic.com. It's kind of all there is to say on that right now. Moving on to other wrestling news, it's been a busy week in the world of NXT.
It certainly has. Some of the biggest stars in NXT as well, and some stars that have been, I think, made in NXT more than anything too, deciding that maybe it's time to go into pastures anew, or maybe not. Who knows? Ooh.
Well, for one of them, those pastures suddenly look much closer because after turning down multiple WWE offers, Johnny Gargano, as of midnight, is now a free agent. Johnny Gargano can now open communication with whichever wrestling promotion or sporting promotion or whatever he wishes. He no longer is bound to terms and agreements with WWE, and the world is wide open. Now, Dave Meltzer gives us the following here. He says, the feeling from what I was told from people in NXT is that they believe they are going to be back. Both are having children early next year. Gargano talked about it. O'Reilly, it's the same situation. The feeling is the angles were to injure them or take them out for a while, and then they would come back. If that is the case, though, do you let your contract just expire? If that was the case, then why didn't you just sign a new contract? I don't know exactly what the deal is. So Meltzer saying that people internally in WWE think that they're coming back, despite the fact that the indicators will be they're probably
not. Well, so I was looking on their social medias, and for a while I think Johnny Gargano has taken the WWE NXT stuff out of his Twitter bio and everything. I think Kyle O'Reilly's still got WWE NXT on there though. I'm not really sure. Perhaps maybe letting their contracts expire is a way for them to be, or maybe at least sort of Kyle O'Reilly, for them to think about it a little bit before re-signing. Yeah, exactly. Think about it for a little bit before re-signing. I mean, we'll see, but the way that Gargano went out and the fan videos and everything that we've seen very much seemed like he was ready to say goodbye to NXT and move on to something new, at least anyway.
It very much feels like a proper farewell to NXT, and a few people have said, like, okay, well, if he does stay, it'll probably be Raw, it'll probably be SmackDown. Yeah, as I've bored people with, I think that those particular shows work brilliantly for so many. You know, if you're a Bobby Lashley, you're a star on Monday Night Raw. If you're a Roman Reigns, you're a star on Friday Night SmackDown. You're a Drew McIntyre, you're a star on SmackDown. So it's, you know, you can have stars on those shows. Me personally, Johnny Gargano, as talented as he is, I don't see him on either show. I agree.
I think sort of he's not exactly what Vince would usually look for in a main eventer, at least anyway, is he? So I don't think he'd really flourish too well on that. On those brands,
no.
You know?
But thanks to Fightful, by the way, they were the ones that revealed that Johnny Gargano received and declined multiple offers from WWE. I was negligent in mentioning that earlier, so I've done that now. Rey Mysterio's big announcement.
Bukaki 69. Sorry, what? Pardon? It's a big one.
Bukaki demonetized. So Rey Mysterio announced a career-changing announcement was due yesterday evening. evening, and we speculated, was it a launch of Rey Mysterio NFTs?
Yeah, there was another speculation, me and Adam yesterday, because a steelbook for WWE 2K22 had been leaked, or some artwork had been leaked for it a few days prior to this announcement. So we were thinking, oh, it's been leaked, so he might just be like, oh, let's try and get it out there before anything else comes out. But no, it's something completely different.
What is it,
It's really cool. It's a Cartoon Network animated series.
Yay!
Which is so awesome. So from the press release, it's Rey Mysterio versus the Darkness. It tells a story of Oscar, a wrestling fan who will team up with his idol, Rey Mysterio, to face supernatural beings and fight against the forces of evil. So villains from the world of wrestling and characters from Mexican traditions and the world of fantasy. Fantasy? Yeah, what's wrong
Fantasticity.
This is awesome, and if anything, I don't know if you played the games, Tom, this very much reminds me, and the art style reminds me of a game called Guacamelee.
Yes!
Which is an incredible, there's 2 Guacamelee games out, they are incredible games, and if you've not played them, please do. And it's really, really good. It's really good. The references both to like the Mexican culture and the luchador culture and all like the Day of the Dead stuff is fantastic. It's so good. And this, from the art style and everything, reminds me very much of that, and I kind of hope it goes down that route a little bit as well, which would be nice to see.
Rey Mysterio versus the Darkness coming to Cartoon Network soon. I was sad. I kind of thought it would be Rey Mysterio versus I believe everything called love. Don't let the bells end. Sadly, it's not Justin Hawkins. I know.
Sad.
Major changes to this weekend's final Ring of Honor show for a while. They're on hiatus into the start of 2022, but their final show is Final Battle. And this is a massive change to the plans for tomorrow night in Baltimore. Press release from Ring of Honor. Unfortunately, ROH World Champion Bandido received a positive result on his most recent COVID testing, and he will not be present at Final Battle this Saturday. Thank you for continuously supporting Ring of Honor through it all, and we appreciate your understanding. Stay tuned for match updates regarding Final Battle as we commemorate the history-making era that is coming to an end. This is massive.
It is huge.
Like the final night of Ring of Honor for a bit, and the Ring of Honor title presumably is vacated.
Yeah, I feel
they haven't officially vacated it, but the whole idea being that they want to put it on somebody.
Yeah.
Because for me personally, I thought the vibe I was getting was that Bandido was about to embark on a very busy indie schedule, but they were probably going to transition the belt onto Jonathan Gresham, and have Jonathan Gresham repping Ring of Honor until the comeback.
Yes.
I didn't know whether they would keep the belt in the corner of Bandido.
That's a good question. That's interesting.
I think I think Jonathan Gresham should still get a crack at the ROH title.
Yeah.
I wonder whether they'll merge it with another match and maybe make another singles match into a triple threat for the Ring of Honor title.
Maybe. Ooh.
Possibly. Whether they bust out a major opponent. They dust somebody off for one match.
That would be really cool.
You know, gutted the Danhausen's injured.
Oh no.
Obvious. I still think that Jonathan Gresham will become ROH champion.
I think that's
in some way, shape, or form.
I think that's a good shout. He's been repping the Pure Championship on the Indies in the UK, I think, as well recently.
He was when he was
Wrestle
Pure
Carnival.
I think he was. I don't think he was Pure Champion at Wrestle Carnival. He might have been. I don't. You'll know. You'll know.
They'll know.
But I know he had a great run as the Pure Champion.
Yeah.
He was happy to move on from the Pure division when he lost the belt and challenge in the World Title division. So again, I like the idea of Gresham being booked all over the world as the ROH champion.
Absolutely.
He's a grafter. He deserves it. He flipping deserves it. He was on Desert Island Graps the other week. Check out my chat with Jonathan Gresham. We talk a lot about his cats and a lot about his dogs. Because you're there for that. NXT titles have changed hands. Let's go to our NXT UK correspondent, Andrew Hodgkinson.
Mustache Mountain defeated Pretty Deadly for the NXT UK Tag Team Championships last night. Insane! It's so cool. And yeah, this is Mustache Mountain's first NXT Tag Team title reign, which is mental to even think about.
Because they've been the NXT of America tag champions.
Yes, they have.
They're a nice little bounce around with the Undisputed Era. But the first time they've won the UK version.
Oh my goodness.
I thought that first takeover, the one in Blackpool, the first official one after NXT UK started, where it was them versus the grizzled young veterans.
Yeah.
I thought Mustache Mountain are a shoe-in to get it, and then they didn't.
They didn't.
Belter of a match.
They really did. And do you know what, though? At the same time, Pretty Deadly have had a very good run. They've had a very good run, I think, with the tag team titles. I think I've said this on the news before. They were a tag team that came in, and I was very much like, I don't know if I'm really behind these guys. And then they put in some really good showings, you know, and they proved that they really, really are a good tag team.
They're very low key, are Pretty Deadly as an act, because I guess because NXT UK doesn't have the eyes on it that other WWE products have. But in their promo stuff, in stuff in the ring and away from the ring, fair play to them.
Fair play to them. I think we can.
They've been really impressive.
Yeah, really. I think we can get some more matches between these two teams as well.
Yeah,
make magic.
I think so. But Tyler Bate, becoming the first NXT UK Triple Crown winner now.
That's
UK
insane.
champ, Heritage Cup and Time champ.
Wow,
Nice.
That's so nice. I'm really happy. for them.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well there you go.
Well, there you go.
More news as we get it throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Keys.
Love you, bye.